What up, guys? So today I'm doing a video on my build, on my actual DK healer build, and I want to start off by saying this build is specifically designed as a support build, not an offense build. And well, yeah, it's a healer. Duh. Let me rephrase that. It's meant to really buff the team, not primarily heal. So it's good in trials as an off healer, like a secondary healer. Other than that, I feel like I should just show you like what I'm running, so you guys can understand how my setup is. So right off the rip, we're gonna start with the skill line just because it's simple. Combat prayer, basically slam your staff down. Also gains minor berserk, minor resolve, ward ally. Give them a shield. You got radiating regeneration. So, up to 3 nearby allies, healing over time. Cauterize, again, it's a heal. So, activate, heal. While slotted, you gain major prophecy, increasing your spell critical rating. Really good. Really useful. Again, we're going to go with fragmented shield. Do I have to explain it? Major mending. Right there. Also gives your allies shields. This one I've been swapping in and out. Sometimes I'll have the aggressive warhorn on this bar and put elemental rage on the other one. You do want to switch this out for meteorite when you get the chance. If you want to run something else here, Light of Champions is a good one. I've been thinking about grabbing the Strand. Like, the Strand is good, it's useful, it's really good for dealing with little mobs and stuff. Let's see, I'm gonna swap bars real quick. So, of course, Blockade, definitely a mandatory skill that you want to have, just because it's going to do a little AoE damage in front of you. Clears out shit. This one, Obsidian Shards. If you morph it the correct way, when you hit, basically, how do I put it? I gotta show you. Like, you hit and then you pretty much gain health back. Because you'll hit and it comes back and heals you. And you can see it'll continue doing damage sometimes on the first initial hit. See? So automatically you got that going. Of course, energy orb. I need to upgrade that fully. I just unlocked it, but that's gonna be morphed. The other thing that you can put here that's a good thing to have there is going to be elemental drain. So you can swap those out as needed. I'm trying to upgrade this right now. After I have it upgraded, I'll switch it in and out as needed. Igneous weapons, you definitely want to have this because you want to be able to give out the buffs and try to sustain that buff increase to everyone. Cinderstorm, you summon basically a molten ground that slows movement and heals allies. So I'm going to show that real quick. So I'm getting healed while standing in this. It slows the enemy down. It doesn't hurt them, but it slows them. So that is how this skill bars are set up. You have the warhorn again. So keep that in mind. That is how that is set up. Now for armor and such, it's actually not done. Because I still haven't found my staff, which is the Master Resto staff. I've yet to get one. I've been trying to get it. I have this, reduce the cost, Drex. Occasionally I'll swap it out when I'm soloing, but this staff, you can kind of put whatever you want there. Eventually I will get something that I like that I'll put here, but for now, armor wise, you're not gonna have a monster set on this one. You have two sets. You have Mending, and then you have Guidance. So, Healing Mage set, the Mending set, adds Magical Recovery, adds Max Magicka, adds Healing Done. When you use an area of effect heal ability, reduce the weapon damage of all enemies within 10 meters. And then Guidance. Wait, is that? Yeah, okay. With the Guidance set, Magical Recovery, 4% Healing Done, increases the duration of all major buffs, minor buffs, and damage deals that you apply to yourself and allies by 40%. So that right there is pretty much what I am running armor-wise. Weapon-wise, I need to still find a good weapon set. I want the Master Resto Staff, and I gotta figure out what kind of weapon my other two-hand is gonna be. I kind of wish I did mystical weapons instead of just armor pieces. But yeah, let's see. Outside of that, I think I could talk about the champion points. So, you saw the skills. Now let's go and look at champion points real quick. I have plenty to spend, but I'm not gonna just spend them just yet. So, in the tower, you want Warlord. Mainly because if you need to break out of something, you need to break out. You can put bashing focus, but again, if you need to be bashing, there's something wrong with your other teammates, not you. You definitely want Tenacity a little bit. Arcanist, you definitely want to have up there. You don't need Mooncalf, but you can put a little bit of points in there. I would not recommend it. Health, you want to have some points in there because even though you pretty much shouldn't be taking hits, you occasionally take hits, and you don't have a lot of self-heal area. You have heals to other people quite nicely, but it's good to have that. Actually, I'll fill this out. There we go. So you're gonna want to build this Befoul up so that the effectiveness of healing is reduced. Honestly, actually, you don't have any, so you don't even need this. I was using poisons, I think, and I found out it didn't work, so I'll probably redistribute these to something else down here. You do want to have Tumbling. You do want to have reduced cost of blocking, just in case you get into a situation where you have to block, defend yourself. Blessed. Yes, yes, yes. Elfborn. Yes. Elemental Expert, you want to have up a bit. Spell Erosion, you want to have up a bit. Staff Expert, these don't worry about. You definitely want to have points here because a lot of your damage is damage over time. You don't need to worry about these. Ironclad, Spell Shield, Resistance, you want to build these up. Light Armor, yes. Thick Skinned, yes. Hardy, yes. Elemental Defender, yes. Bastion, this increases the effectiveness of your shields, not like just the shield that you would hold, but the actual spell shields that you put on, damage shields. So this affects your shield. I forget the name of it. Let me just put that in there. Okay. That affects this one, Ward Ally, as well as Fragmented Shield. And these stack. So keep that in mind. It is increasing the effects of this and this. I've had these both on, have both of them break, but the amount of damage that was reduced was massive. Like a one-shot kill mechanic hit both of these and I didn't die. So keep that in mind. This is a good build to use as a support build. Did I go through all the champion points? I was here, Bastion, yeah, okay. Heavy armor, only because my plan was to get some heavy armor to put on. But yeah, I gotta redistribute some of these points because I've had them since making the character and I was going tanky at first. But yeah, no, like what I've shown is kind of where you're going to be putting it, except for Bithal. And maybe heavy armor. Well, you can have heavy armor. You can. Well, no, because you need 5 or more pieces, so you don't need to have these points here. You can put them into Bastion and Quick Recovery. Expert Defender, nah. If you're doing PvP, yeah, put it here. Take all the points here and put it here. But beyond that, the build is kind of simple, fairly to the point. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. Again, Combat Prayer, Ward Ally, Radiant Regeneration, Cauterize, Fragmented Shield, Light Champion, which basically gives major force, increasing their critical damage. Oh, sorry, had to burp. Blockade, Obsidian Shard. Here is where you would put Elemental Drain, or if you guys need more healing, Energy Orb. If you're solo and want to do more DPS, and you get the staff like I have, Destructive Touch is a good one to have here as well. That's why I have it. You could also do Spiked Armor. Like, you can do any skill here really if you need to level it up. But if you're like in a dungeon with everyone, or like a trial or something, Elemental or the Healing Orb, depending on what is the necessity. Do you need more healing, or do you need to get more damage done? Because you can reduce spell crit or spell resistance and burn them a little bit faster, or you can put out more heals and synergies. There are a couple dungeons where rapid maneuvers would be the better option. Hopefully you have a person that knows what dungeons that is in the group, so they'll let you know. This again increases damage output, movement speed, and healing. So healing buff, damage mitigation, healing, damage increase, damage mitigation, increased healing, healing with increased damage, damage over time, damage and healing, debuff on enemy, increase the damage, healing plus mobility reduction, I would say. And then you have Aggressive Warhorn, increase resources, increase crit. So it's a good build for supporting. It's a good build. I've ran this in vet dungeons. I've ran this regular dungeons. I think I've ran 2 trials with this build. It's a overall really good build, really fun. If you guys want to try it out, go ahead and try it out. Copy it if you want. You can work around, play around with this build. It's really fun. Honestly, I think the next option is to kind of show you guys some stuff that I can do. So let's go do that. Alright, so here we go, a little bit of combat. Simple, quick, easy. Nothing to worry about. And as I was traveling here, I thought about it. I should probably do this with someone to kind of show off the healing and all that. And unfortunately, it's late at night, so I don't want to drag one of my friends in, because it's pretty much midnight, and I'm not going to stay up that late, so I don't want to bother someone else to stay up that late. So with that being said, the next healer I show off, I will definitely have a friend on to kind of show off the healing and all that as well. Maybe go do a world boss or something. But other than that, goddamn lock. Okay, there we go. I am horrible at these. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, okay. I guess I have that one. Anyways, I think I will get a friend the next time I do the recording for a healer to show them off, and this way you guys can see how they handle healing as well. Yeah, come here. But as you see, no real problem here. I'm not even taking damage. So this whole build kind of revolves around damage mitigation, so keep that in mind, and just before you make it, think about how you want to set up. And I'm sure there's other gear that you can get. I went with the 2 gears that I chose specifically for my playstyle. I was looking more at sustaining the buffs rather than trying to sustain heals, like constantly healing people. Because if I can negate more damage than I need to heal, that's a better option than spam healing, in my opinion. So other people find it more of a, oh, let me just heal. I'm gonna heal everyone. I'm just gonna out heal everything. Versus, can I mitigate all this damage real quick? No? Yes? Okay. I'm gonna mitigate all this damage because I can. So again, it's against, not against, it's your playstyle. It's against what you like to do and what you do like to do, what you don't like to do. All this comes into play. It's how you play the game. For me, the setup I have works perfectly on this character. I like the way it plays. It's not my primary healer, but it is a healer I enjoy playing. And it's something I like to show off because a lot of people don't expect a Dragon Knight healer. So it's really fun to just have this and be like, oh, we're going to go do the daily pledges on Vet. Do you want to join us? And I'm like, ah, shit, I already did it on my main healer. But don't worry, I got another healer I can run through with no problem. This is the one I'll get. People don't expect the DK healer to be that good, but oh boy, it is good. And it is fun. It is really something different, and I enjoy playing it. And I've seen... let me correct myself. It's not that I've seen, it's that I've played with people, and they have loved this DK healer. I've gotten shit for it at the beginning of a dungeon, gone through that vet dungeon, and at the end of it, that person's apologizing for talking shit at the beginning because of how well it does. Like, you don't expect a DK healer to do well, this one does. It's well done, and if you know how to play the character, you know how to play to that playstyle of buffing and damage mitigation, and know how to sustain yourself and your skills, this build is really good. It's really fun. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys take a chance to look at this build and actually maybe give it a try. Beyond that, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna try and get this chest real quick, and then I'm gonna end the video. If you see the link for another video, or if you want to subscribe, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Go check out that other video that's linked to it. I don't know where it's gonna be at. I'm not used to this. I don't know how to do outros.